Hey everyone. So this is just a quick little note about this episode and of the next couple of episodes. We had such an amazing time recording that we just started talking about a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of. So we decided to break it up into a couple of episodes so that you could enjoy our conversation in pieces and just have so much fun just like we did. So please sit back, grab you some snacks, some popcorn, some something, and just enjoy. Thank you. What is going on, y'all? How are y'all doing today? I'm Mr. G,
I'm Agent X.
I'm the bishop.
and welcome to the Nexus podcast, where we bring together all the media that you love, where we talk about Buffy, Xena, Game of Thrones, and more, with Charmed always being the heart and center of what we do. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go back and edit this in. I feel like I need to wait. Okay, wait. Not me bringing the chaos. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna say this and then we can get started. I want to know what they meant what Phoebe meant when she was like, "We'll be here with the book." I need to know what that meant because she was like, "We'll be safe. We'll be here with the book," and I'm like,
you know, Phoebe said a lot of questionable stuff this episode.
she did. She really did. And there's something else that I want to bring up too that she did. And my girl was cutting up. My girl was cutting up.
When she grabbed them
Yeah.
bottles, I kind of had to stand. I said, "No, see, my girl said I'm gonna go street with it."
Oh
I
yeah,
get
oh
ghetto.
baby, she grabbed
People
some
don't know
bottles
that.
real quick. My girl, you know, she was fighting up in them streets in New York, child. You know, my girl was up there street fighting. She said, "Listen, I may not be
And
able to do a whole lot, but I know how to fight."
you see how she was always like, I will never take it from Phoebe. When it was time to throw hands, she was immediately about action. I'll give that to her. She
Immediately.
wasn't gonna stand
Yeah.
around and do no talking. Phoebe was fighting from the early days.
You see, Prue
Yes.
and got security. Prue went.
Prue, was, Prue had to call her manager. I'm so disappointed in my girl.
Okay. And there's something I want to say about that too, but I'm gonna wait for later.
Okay, we're gonna.
Yeah,
Okay,
remind me how it pissed me off that once she saw Phoebe was gone, they just went back inside all like willy nilly. The man was right there in the parking lot. He
Yeah,
just
that
turned
was so
around.
that was so
Went back
weird.
inside.
oh god, y'all. I just and then I don't know. I'm a hush because all I kept thinking about this episode is like just a few episodes prior, y'all had a demon who shapeshifted his finger into a key to get in. How am I supposed to take y'all serious at this point? This is
I
still
kind of felt like it was filmed probably early on, and maybe they just sandwiched it in there because it doesn't make sense sequence wise.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. And then the fact that Piper just Bucklands is like this huge building and Piper just walked in after it was
And then
mm,
yeah,
PDG just walk right in her office, just walk right in.
mm,
But you have
yeah,
security.
and then Piper just found Prue like immediately when she saw
mm,
that she wasn't in her office.
mm-hmm. The writer said, "Baby, we don't have time for all the extra."
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. We
This
got
is
like 30 seconds left.
I kept feeling like there was something else I was like that was coming. And like after they vanquished him, I kept thinking like, why is it ending so early? And then I'm like, oh, it's the end of the episode, and we just got to do the proof stuff real quick. I kept feeling like I
Yeah.
was missing something, and I couldn't. I don't know. That lost
Yeah,
episode.
the pace was off.
The pace was very strange.
Remember we tried to get you to watch scary movies when we were in Biloxi?
Baby, let me tell you something. If
We
you
kept
thought
Oh
I was
trying
gonna
and
yeah.
go in that
trying
house
and
where
trying.
Abigail was already looking at me like I was stupid, and you thought I was gonna sit up in there and watch a scary movie,
I wish we had recorded something while we were at that house because that was hilarious to me. That house was definitely haunted. They definitely had slaves in the basement.
you
Oh, yeah, and buried underneath.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know it. You like the house was beautiful. It was gorgeous. I just mm-mm. I wasn't finna do nothing extra to invite nothing else
when,
into our presence.
when you got there, you were like, I'm gonna go stay at a hotel actually.
Yeah, because I was like, baby, what? I was like, what is this, baby? And then I saw that dress hung up. Oh no, babe. I said, I said, now they just playing it. Mm.
Uh,
Oh, no,
uh,
reminds me when my friends went to go see Twilight,
Mhm.
think that it was gonna be like this action-packed, like vampire movie, and it was nothing of the sort.
I've never seen any of those movies. Are they good?
Hmm. Let's
No,
see.
no. Mm. Hmm.
The first one is decent. The second is there.
Okay.
The third is kind of it's better than the second, and
Okay.
then then the fourth and the fifth, which is like a two-parter, is just nonsense.
So really, only the first one is worth watching.
Yeah, but actually, they're all kind of worth watching because you'll just laugh at how ridiculous they are.
Okay, I can do that. I'm due a new franchise. I keep rewatching Harry Potter, so now it's time to find something else.
Yeah. Oh, Harry Potter.
I have not watched a Harold movie in so long.
Yeah, me
What's your
neither.
favorite? What's your favorite Harry Potter movie? If you had to pick
Order
one.
of the Phoenix.
Okay.
And I love it just because like I love when stories start to get real. It's one thing when it is real, but when you're in that in between phase where it's like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, because like Goblet of Fire, we know Voldy is back, but everybody kind of
Mhm.
acting stupid. We just now seeing like, oh, like what's gonna happen, and then of course Half Blood Prince. We in the thick of it, but like, or we're getting to the thick of it, but it's something about Order of the Phoenix because it's like we know what's happening. Everybody else knows what's happening, but they're trying to play stupid. And then Voldy is just like, okay, baby, it's time. It's time. It kind of feels like that's the last year of their somewhat of their innocence. Like that's the last year that they can be as hands off as they have been before, but that time has
Hmm.
passed.
Okay.
So
I can
Yeah.
do
I think Order of the Phoenix, I think it might be my favorite book. But favorite film, I think, is Prisoner of Azkaban.
That's mine too.
Bec-
That's mine too.
Because what's his name? Was it Alfonso. I don't want to mispronounce his last name.
Hmm. Hmm. I know
But
you're
I
talking
just,
about.
yeah, but I just love like what he did with that movie.
Yeah. Hmm. Even just
Like,
visually, I like what he did
yeah,
with it.
yeah,
Mhm.
like the visuals, like, like every time, like the little whistling effect whenever they did a spell, like just the little touches,
Mm.
and
Is
like
he?
it
Is he the
reflected
first?
the. You see the what?
Was he the first director? Like the first new director? I can't remember who did the second movie.
Yeah, the person who did the second movie was the same as the one who did the
Yeah, so
first.
he was like the first
Chris
person who
Columbus.
came in and gave us like a whole new thing.
Uh, huh.
I wish I could have kept him.
Yeah, me too.
It's not
Because I
interesting.
think
Like, I'm sorry.
oh no, you can go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say it's interesting, like how different people can put a spin on the same franchise and add in those little touches that just changes it in a good way or bad, but how like
Hmm.
their perspective can make something completely different than another person's, but it's the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, because the person who did like the last four films,
Mhm.
and who also did Fantastic Beasts, like because he kind of like leaned into like some of the same stuff that Alfonso did, but like it didn't work as well. It just became kind of bland and monotone after
Mm,
a while.
hmm.
Because like Alfonso, like with his cinematography, like it showcased like, oh, things are about to get darker, but it still kept like that magic in it where like the last films, like it just seemed dark and like you kind of lose sense of like the magical world that was created.
Child, I just know when that man started turning into wolves and dogs and all of that, I said, okay. I said, no, wait a minute. Because, that's one thing I do kind of appreciate about like Harry Potter, though, is like its magic system is very physical in nature. And so, like, I appreciate like magic systems where people transform or they do something and like something physical happens, like a bone, like the bones have to move or something like
Mhm.
that. Because
Mm.
instead of just like, oh, I'm transformed now and like this light has come around me and I've whooshed up. Like I just,
Yeah. Oh, it kind of reminds me of like the Vampire Diaries when the werewolves would transform.
oh, God, I ain't never seen that.
Oh, you should
Oh,
watch.
yeah, Vampire Diaries, the originals. Yeah,
I
it's so
tried to
good.
watch the originals and I got through a couple episodes and I think the story is actually very interesting. Marcel, oh God in heaven, but
I've
um
never seen the
See,
originals. Is that the guy who's was on NCIS?
yes.
The light skinned man?
The one who always is in a constant smirk.
That man is
well,
fun.
yeah, because he does that on the originals.
That's why I hate
Mhm.
him. That's why I love Marcel, but I hate him at the same time because like why are you smirking constantly? And
He
then
does
like
that as a cop. Like, why are you smirking like this?
he
You're
does
already a cop.
because I had seen him on the original and my mama loves NCIS New Orleans. And so
Oh,
like
shout out to Mama. That's my show. I hate that they canceled it. Go ahead.
baby, she love her some New Orleans, and then I be sitting there watching it too, cause I love.
I've watched some. I just say I've watched. That's probably the NCIS that I watched the most of, especially when it used to come on
Mhm.
TNT. I think it still does, but like
It,
I don't watch
mhm.
TNT as much as I used to.
I think that's where
It
she.
was the first NCIS I fell in love with. It's that one, and now I watch Hawaii, and they have a new one called Sydney that I really like.
I love. I didn't think I like. I will sit there and I watch it because I love Gregorio. I don't know why. Do not ask me why. I love
You love
Gregorio.
Tammy?
There's something about her face and the fact that she always looks sleepy. And I can't put my finger on what it is. It's like on paper, I feel like I shouldn't like her. Even when she had them horrible, horrible, horrible bangs. It's like I got so mad at her. And then I found myself being like, but they kind of fit her at the same time. There's something about her and her energy I really like. I like Princess Jasmine. I cannot remember that lady's real name or the
You
character's
talking
name.
about Hana?
I think so. The one that got with
I
Mark,
like Sonia. Sonia was my girl.
the little tiny one.
Yeah, but she said they didn't treat her right on the show. That's why she left. She had a really horrible experience. She said they really didn't treat her like they cared about her as a talent. So
That makes me sad. That makes me
Um,
sad. And I think that maybe that may translate into why I don't care for her. I love I love the lady who's the coroner. I can't remember her name. Um,
oh yeah, that's my baby.
I love
Hmm.
her. Essie Patha Markerson or whatever. Um, but there's something about the little short lady. It's like her wigs are horrible, which is not the problem.
She talked about no, she talked about how they would not take care of her hair on set because back then they didn't care
Yeah.
about the black woman's hair.
Mm-hmm.
um,
So her hair was always jacked up.
I think that that may make more sense now as to why I don't care for that character because she, it's like the character is not likable. I can't put my finger on what it is. It's like she's hypocritical and snobbish, but also a jerk. Like when she was undercover and she was pretending to be from the streets, and like she visibly looked like she thought she was better than everybody while being dressed like them, like a parody of them. But hearing about them, like, and then she's like 2 foot tall, so she's standing in the middle of the room with these people, like, "Hey, homeboys." I think you should all just take a moment, take a break, get off the crack, and let's rap. Like, it was
Please
funny.
shut
I was
up,
like, girl,
please.
what? I was like, yeah, Big E sent me so we could drink a big red. Like, I was like, what? But now
Oh my
hearing it,
goodness.
it kind of
I
makes
don't
more
think they
sense.
cared about the character behind the scenes, so it probably translated
Yes, into the
to it. I liked it
Hmm.
because I just felt like she was one of those people who wasn't gonna let the white folks just run all over her,
mm-hmm,
and she
mm-hmm.
wasn't gonna give Pride a lot more than what he was asking for. And plus, I like that she would check him. A lot of them really wouldn't check him, and
That's
she was
true.
like, "Listen, you may be my boss, but you out here doing some crazy stuff."
You cutting up. I like his brother. I
Because
like Pride's brother.
his black brother Jimmy,
Mm-hmm. I
I
like him.
love Jimmy.
I love him.
You know that? You know that was his real wife at the end. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
They're
Oh,
married. They've been married in real life forever.
let me say this. The man who played Christopher, I know his mouth hurts. Like I feel like his mouth still has to cramp sometimes from talking like this because it's so
I hate him.
unnatural. And it's like his brother
I hate
didn't sound
him
like that. His mama didn't sound like that. Why is he running around talking like that?
because
Like
he's really from actually from Alabama.
there's no way that that man.
And
Christopher is like
yeah,
he's just so sweet and just like he will pull up in that truck real quick and I'm like, oh, Christopher said, baby, we ain't pulling up in no pre. He
and
said, baby, no.
I love Sebastian too. That was my boy.
Sebastian is so
Seb-
I love
He's
him.
oh yeah, I remember
adorable.
him.
I love the big
Who we
the bald head black guy, and I can't remember what he does.
who?
But he like comes in sometimes, like he's not a regular. Oh wait,
Oh, the FBI guy.
yeah,
Oh, I can't think of his name, but I know who you're talking about.
yeah, I like him. I mean, like
What about the our girl from the very beginning? I can't think of her name, but she left after season 2 to go do Designated Survivor.
who
Um, Remember she was the first white woman. She was an agent with them. I can't think of her name.
the
Emily?
one that
Not
kidnapped her
Emily.
daughter in real life?
She was a twin, and her twin was murdered.
Oh, John, I don't know.
She was on
I
season
know
one
who
and
you're
two.
talking about.
I feel like you're talking about that little cat looking lady that looks like the cat lady from
What is
Power
her
Rangers from
name?
that season of Power Rangers.
I have to look it up. Why can't I think of her name?
You
And I
know who I'm
haven't
talking
watched
about, Jay?
this.
Like you remember the cat lady, the one. No, she went. Okay, wait.
Agent Brody.
No.
Brody, you don't remember her from the?
I feel
She was
like
on
I
season
do.
one and
She was
two.
kind of like not tall. I feel like I perceive her as being tall, but at one point she had like a short haircut.
Yeah, and then they gave her a wig for season 2, try
Yeah.
to soften her up a little bit.
Now, ain't she the one that kidnapped her daughter in real life or something?
Wait, did she?
I think so. Like I'm not making that up. Let me go see because I think
Oh
she.
my goodness.
I'm looking her up right now.
Yeah, because I can't remember that lady's name. NCIS lady kidnapped her daughter. Let me just. Yeah, NCIS kidnapped girl. But yeah, James, you remember the cat lady, the one she was like with the one of the mentor people, and she was like a cat
Oh, and this was on.
on Power Rangers.
Oh, I know who. Oh, SPD. Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes, her, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
And her
she was
name.
wanted on arrest. Oh, I
Yeah,
had
like
no idea.
yeah, I thought
Oh,
I
yeah.
was something like
She
that.
had
Yeah.
an active warrant of arrest for reported kidnapping. Oh,
Hmm. Oh,
oh,
not
in
the broom
Well,
fall off for no
2021.
reason. Now wait a minute. What did the broom fall for? What now? What did I do? Okay.
That's Zoe. That's Zoe coming to you. Probably a witch.
Oh Lord Jesus. Let me find out Abigail said. I just been waiting.
oh yeah, good old cat. Cause wasn't that her name on there too?
I think it was. I
Yeah,
want to
Cat
say
and
so.
Doggy Kruger. Yeah, cause
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
they name.
Mhm.
They was like, we're not even gonna try.
Child, my name is Christopher LaSalle.
Oh, oh, Lucas Black was real nice. He was in Fast and the Furious series.
And remember that random movie with it was like a scary movie and it had the old woman who said the babies were gonna burn and then he
Oh,
shot her with the shotgun. Everybody's in this movie.
oh,
Addison from Grey's Anatomy is in it. I gotta look it up. It's a scary movie from I don't know, maybe like the early 2000s.
oh, no.
Yeah, and wasn't he also in one of the like actual scary movies, like
Legion.
three?
Legion. You remember Legion?
Oh yeah, he was in Legion.
He
Yeah,
was in Legion, and it was so random because everybody and their mom is in that movie. Like, it's so crazy to me.
yeah. Cause he ended up being like the protector of the baby.
He shot the old lady with the shotgun, but she was
Oh
effing him up.
yeah, yeah. Oh, they did a series that follow up the
Did
events
they?
of Legion. Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi. It was really good. It was on
Oh,
for like two seasons.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that. I have to check it out.
it was with the baby growing up,
Because
and
sci-fi
then
really has some good shit on it.
yeah, it just like no one watches sci-fi, so like they don't get like good ratings, so their stuff usually lasts like only like two seasons or so.
Shit, I'm
I
about to
remember
look it up.
there was this show on sci-fi years ago. Uh, it was about a black family. Yeah, what's his name? Mario. I can't think of his
Hmm.
last name, but he was on Living Single. Uh, he played the weatherman that
Oh,
Regine was
Marty and Van
dating. Now.
Peebles?
Yes, that's his name. I knew it was
Yeah.
Van something, but I couldn't think of it. Yeah, he created the series, and he was also like the lead. It was
Okay.
so good. What's her name was on there from Tyler Perry stuff and Housewives. You know who Nene told to go book the studio for? Told
Oh,
Candace.
Demetria? Demetria?
Yeah, yeah, she was on there too.
Okay.
I'm
What
looking
if
up.
Phaedra asked that woman, did you do crack research for the role?
Never,
Tell me, have you ever done crack? Who asked somebody that? Nene was
but
like, Phaedra.
why would what would possess her to ask who would do crack in research for a Tyler Perry role?
Oh, it's not
I
funny.
love that what you said almost sounded like if it was like a role for like a regular movie, yeah, but for like a Tyler Perry movie, you can just
But sometimes folks like do method acting for like certain stuff because like they really want to nail it, but like we ain't going for realism with
nah.
Tyler Perry.
When I found out, I swear to God, I like my life changed exponentially when I realized that Cam from Bones was the mama from which
The
one
crack,
was
the
it
Oh
Diamond
crackhead.
yeah,
Bad?
yeah, Diary of
Yeah, the
Mad Black.
crackhead mama.
Yeah,
When I realized
I
that was
didn't
her,
realize it either for a long time. And then one day I'm
yeah.
watching it, I said, "Oh my God, is that
I literally cannot see her as anything now other than the crackhead mama. Like
Cam?"
I just keep every time she walks into a room and she struts in her little outfits, I be like, mm, I just imagine
I
my girl
guess
break out in song, child. She just want God to hear her.
I guess because
Irritating.
like so much time had passed between that and when she like start like really working regularly.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then like she was all fixed up and like everything else. So like to go back, like my goodness.
Well, it's like they still ain't
Yeah, I
giving
know
up.
you don't watch Law and Order, but she's on the whole first season of Law and Order Organized Crime.
Really?
She plays pretty much a villain on that show, and she's really
Really?
good. Hmm.
I would love, I don't know that I'm not gonna say I would love to watch it. I'm gonna say I'm glad for her because I like her as an actress.
Yeah,
It's
and
nice to see her working.
Mm-hmm.
she keeps the job now. Like
Per.
ever since Bones, she stay working.
She plays the ex-wife of Dylan McDermott, who's like the other villain, and it's really juicy because they're not nice people. Very nice, very mean,
Oh,
evil, dark-sided people.
oh, wow! You just unlocked the memory. I do remember because I watched like bits and pieces of Law and Order, and I remember because like the son was like involved in something
Hmm.
that they had, like they had to bail him out of.
She blew his wife up. in the car.
Oh God.
Just blew her up
Oh my
in a
God.
rental car right in the middle of New York City. Just boom, gone.
Lord Jesus. Jesus.
Dylan McDermott, he's one of really underrated actor. He can really play hero and villain.
He can, and I always forget, and then you watch it, and you're like, oh, I forgot. You're really good at this. You know, I believe you. You really are a jerk.
No.
Yeah.
Like you, when I watch him, I hate him. That's how good he is. I hate him. I be wanting them to unalive him at any moment, just right in the head.
Yeah, and then he'll go and play like a main lead like now what which FBI he's on international ain't it?
Most wanted. He took over for
Most wanted.
Cole. Cole Turner was
Yeah,
the
he
lead,
did.
and then he
I can't
left.
keep up with him. Yeah.
It was nice to see Cole working too, because I didn't watch Nip Tuck or anything else he did, so I haven't seen him since Charmed.
I did Nip Tuck.
Was it good?
There was a it's it's a Ryan Murphy series, so it starts out good and then it goes off the
Oh
rails.
Lord.
But
Always gets busy in the middle for no reason.
yeah, but it's a little dark sided because he almost became a eunuch in the very first episode.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because he got involved in some mess with some gangster, and yeah, he got captured, and dude took a drill, almost drilled it right in between his legs.
Oh.
Oh, well, this is for proof.
Listen. 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 One day, I just want everybody to know, like, Pro is a murderer. Like, Pro is a
A
killer.
mass murderer, not
A
a serial
mass
killer. A
Yeah,
mass
murderer. And
murderer.
people will be like, well, why is Pro in hell? Well, because she killed people, baby. And it's
Like they're
like,
all going, but her reason is murder.
hers is murder, right? They're
right.
just going for different reasons. It's like
I've been going for
Piper
Yeah,
gave
poisoning
birth to
people,
Wyatt. Piper gave birth to Wyatt. And I'm
and
gonna
she
edit that part
killed
out.
people with her food. She
And
poisons
she
them.
did. She murdered
yeah,
people with her
Phoebe sleeps with you, and then you get murdered.
food. Not her
She
being
kills them
Zoe.
that way.
Not her
I
being Zoe.
mean, every man she slept with, other than her husband, got unalive, basically, or ran out of town,
and
That's
fired,
true.
and,
something.
and well, and that's only because technically Cupid's already dead.
Oh, shut
That is
up.
true. And when you think about it, I always have this argument: if Cupid is dead and Leo is dead, how are they able to have children? They're dead.
Yeah,
Isn't there
that's I.
semen
Yeah,
dead too?
Well, what I can't figure out is like, okay, so I'm assuming that the elder, somebody is over their regeneration into the
right,
afterlife. So why are you giving them reproductive capabilities? That doesn't make sense. If you are able
right.
to control how they come back, why are you giving them reproductive capabilities, baby?
Yeah, and
He's, he's hundreds of years old.
it's not like they're in their original bodies because like when Paige 50th Charge died and became a white lighter, we saw her leave her body on the ground and get a new one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because like, don't
So,
they get recycled?
oh, what you mean?
Uh-oh. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yeah, they could get recycled sent back
and then they
to
come
like
back as
be
somebody else,
reborn.
right?
And
Yeah,
then, like Sam, they can make you a white lighter again.
I'd be
yeah.
pissed off coming back and no, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. If you telling me I'm gonna go on to the lower room and then y'all gonna snatch me out and make me into a white lighter again, no, ma'am. That's
You
not.
saying Patty came and took him to hell?
A Patty came right out them
What,
flames and said, "Come on, Sam. The flames are hot."
didn't, and a side note, didn't even say hello to her girl. She just got him and left.
No, 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 no. Let's go deeper. She didn't make herself visible to her girls. She didn't even want them to see her, so that they could even potentially say, "Hey." That she made us
Right.
where that man could see her, and then said, "Let's go."
I think she knew because at that moment, Prue might have cussed her out. Actually, let me fucking tell you something.
Prue would have been like, "The last time I saw you, you were at the end of this, dog. Get your ass back up here."
It kind of sounds like Prue.
I listened to her podcast, the one with Brian Austin Green,
Mhm.
and they was talking about how one day during the 90210 days. They went to this club and this woman just like decked Shannon out of nowhere.
Oh.
And Shannon gave it right back to her. And they ended up like I think they ended up in jail like overnight.
Oh God.
And like the girl like tried to sue her, but like it went nowhere because like I guess there were like witnesses who saw that she made the first move.
Mm-hmm. Child, people are
Yeah.
insane.
She went. She talked about like what led to like her firing on a 90210, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it had to do with like her first husband. It
Mm.
would have to be her first husband because she was really young.
Yeah.
Because like he was like abusive and I think had a drug problem,
Mm-hmm.
and like it would cause her to like be late and stuff, and she had to spend so much energy dealing with him
Mm.
that it caused like a problem on set.
Mm.
Although
I didn't know that.
yeah, like she said like she understood like like why they fired her, especially because she didn't like tell people about like what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she just wished like that they would have like talked to her like beforehand,
Yeah. Yeah.
give her a chance to like get her act together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They said, get her out of here. And my thing is, Aaron hired her again, so that says something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearly he believed in her ability in some shape, form, or fashion. I'm going to Dallas in June
Oh,
to see Holly and Shannon and Rose.
Oh, that's cute.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, nice.
Hopefully, child. That's if I done found another job by then.
I think I saw on Twitter. You put your deuces in.
Yeah, baby. I had to let them head out. The past couple of months been a lot. It's been a lot. So, and I felt so bad because I was like, that's why I haven't edited that last episode we have. And like people are like, baby, where's the episode at? And I said, well, darling, where's this
Right
depression
now,
at?
right now, life is kicking my ass. It just gotta wait a little bit. It'll be back.
All right.
Yeah.
So
That's okay.
thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode, and we cannot wait until we get a chance to talk to you again in a few weeks. So, in the meantime, if you just want to kiki with us, tell us what your favorite part of the episode was, or keep the conversation going, please feel free to find us at Twitter/X at NexusPod, on Instagram at _NexusPod, or on TikTok at Nexus.podcast. Find us, like a video, comment, like a picture, whatever you want to do just to support us and keep us going forward. See you later.